Welcome to Lake Effect Table Sports Table Football League. This is Al Wilson's Fast Drive Football. A couple of homebrew teams for my homebrew league. It's a doubleheader tonight. Our first game is the Cheyenne Locos taking on the Lexington Cavalry. Followed by the Savannah Red Wolves visiting the Anchorage Bears. Also scores from the other Week 1 games, as well as the upcoming games for Week 2. I use my own sheet instead of the scoreboard, even though I love the scoreboard, but I can fit the whole season onto this notebook. So let's get started. Lexington is at home. Obviously, Week 1, both are 0-0. Kickoff goes to Lexington. So let's get started. So 61, this is my time dice. This only gets used for single dice or kickoff, or single dice or for time. So 61, that is anything between 21 and 65 is average field position. So 1, Lexi, average. So a 3, 4, 6. So unless something happens on the clock. Three, 4, 6. Great field position? No. Erratic offense or disciplined defense? Cheyenne does have a disciplined defense. So they're going to have to punt. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Punt result. And 64. Now for a regular punt, I believe that's great. $62 to $65 is great field position for the Locos. Of course, this tripod is... I don't know how I can fix that. So 115 with one timer. So poor field position? No. Undisciplined offense? Yes, Cheyenne has it. So that's going to be a punt. And back to the Cavalry. $12. Is return team electric? Yes, but not for punting. Well, semi, but not for punting. So it's going to be average field position for the Lexington Cavalry. So 5.56. Poor field position? No. That is a touchdown pass with 3 ticks off the clock. And for XP, that's good. So it is currently 7-0 Cavalry. $22. That is, as we saw before, anything between 21 and 65 is average. Cheyenne offense, 2-3-4. Dull offense, no. Staunch defense, no. And that is a touchdown pass for Cheyenne with 2 ticks off the clock. And the extra point is no good. So while having scored a touchdown, Lexington gets to keep on their lead by a point. There's 2:30 left in the first quarter. 16 on the kickoff. Returner makes a poor decision to return the ball from his end zone. So that's poor field position for the Cavalry. So LP. So a 5 or a 6 red means we're probably going into the second quarter, depending on what the outcome is. But no, we're not going to have to worry about that at all anyway. 1-4-6. Staunch defense? No. And that's a touchdown run. So still in the first quarter. And the extra point is good. So TD run plus XP. Makes it 14-6. Kickoff time. 36. That is average field position for the Cheyenne Locos. (1-1-6). Prolific offense, no. Inept defense, nope. Not Lexington. So that's a punt. That's a coffin corner punt with 4 ticks, which actually puts this into the second quarter. At the end of 1, 14-6 Lexington. So a coffin corner punt is a 23. And a 23 is decision to play the field position game works out, pinning the opponent deep. That is poor field position for Lexington. One, 2, 5 on Lexington offense. Solid offense? No. Punishing defense, not Cheyenne. So that is a punt. $13. So the ball sails into the air. Punt returner hit as he fields the ball. Fumble. So for a fumble result, roll 1d6. 1 to 3, punting team recovers in great field position. Otherwise, team recovers the ball in average field position. So we're just going to roll this here. And they managed to hold on to it. So it is Cheyenne's ball in average field position. 2-4-4. Poor field position, no. Inept defense, no. They're going to try for the field goal here. And they'll get it. 2 ticks off the clock. Field goal good. And that is 14-9. Let's see, since we know Cheyenne is not, what's the word I'm looking for? Electric. Great field position. So Lexington, 1-2-4. Season prior to 2014? No. Great field position. That is going out. Offense just short of first down. Out comes the kicker. So they're going to go for a field goal attempt of their own. And he's going to nail it. Two ticks off the clock. And it's now 17-9 for Lexington. About 3:45 left in the half. All right. So no electric on the kick return. So that's going to be great field position. Yeah. Great field position. For Cheyenne. Should be ending the half here. We will not. 1-1-5. Poor field position? No. Undisciplined offense? Yes. Drive stalls? Following momentum, killing penalty, that's a punt. .26, which I believe is poor field position. 16 to 33 is poor. .230 left in the half. 2-3-5. The quarterback scrambles and is hit as he throws. It's picked off. Interception. So, we know that's a pick. And that goes to defender has modest run before sliding to ground. Opponent has average field possession. But it is the end of the half. And the score is the Cavalry 17, the Locos 9. So for the first half of the doubleheader, looking at the week 1 scores, Jersey City defeats the Jersey City Wise Guys defeat the Roswell Destroyers 9-6. The Cleveland Coyotes over the Mexico City Golden Eagles 38-26. The DC Majors stop the Anaheim Icons 31-9. The Phoenix Howlers over the Syracuse Outlaws 16-14. Halifax Ice Dogs over the Tulsa Twisters 24-12. The Birmingham Flyers fall to the Salt Lake Mustangs 46-6. The Nashville Jacks defeat the Dakota Devils 13-6. And finally, the Reno 21s beat the Charleston Minutemen 31-28. So now that that's over, time to start the third quarter. And Cheyenne will get the ball first. .66, we know they are not electric in any sense, so they will get great field position to start the second half. .114. Prolific offense? No. Erratic offense? No. So that's going to be a punt and 1 tick. .61 for a regular punt. That is average field position. .235. That's going to be another pick. And that's the second straight interception for the Lexington quarterback. Interception, roll 1d6 on a roll of 4, 5, or 6. Interception returned for a touchdown. So I'm rolling it again because that's what it told me to do. So if it's a 4, 5, or 6 now, it's a touchdown. Otherwise, it's great field position. It is great field position. So tough luck for the Locos defense. But 2 straight picks. 115. And I believe this is their third 115, so not that that means anything, just we know what it means by now. Poor field position? No. Undisciplined offense? Yes. Drive stalls following momentum killing penalty? Punt. Oh, wait. Sorry. 1 tick. $14. Roll a 1d6. On a roll of 6, returner is in the open, otherwise average. Nope, it's average. Let's see if they can avoid a 3rd straight pick. 1, 2, 6. Where was that 6 a second ago? Right. 1, 2, 6. Reliable offense or meek defense? No and no. 1, 2, 6. Shaky offense? No. Or aggressive defense? No. So that's a punt. After taking 4 ticks. $36 for regular punt. I believe that's average. 34-61. Receiving team takes over with average field position. One, 3, 3. Prolific offense? No. Punishing defense? No. It's going to be a field goal attempt. Taking 2 marks. Lower than a 65, so. And they get it. And that's 3 points for Cheyenne. And they are still down 17-12. Kickoff. 31, that's average. Two, 3, 6. That was just 1 digit away from being another interception. Prolific offense? No. Porous offense? No. So that will be a punt after taking 2 off. Let's see where the punt goes. 36, that is average. And that brings us to the end of the third quarter. The score is 17-12 in favor of Lexington. It's a one-score game. You think I'd be doing the NFL playoffs right now, but I would rather let the NFL players play their games while I play my league. Who knows, maybe I'll do the big game later. So marking 4. 2, 3, 5. And it's their turn to throw a pick. Not the time to start giving the ball away. And that's going to be average field possession for the Cavalry. One, 1, 5. Let's see if it's any different for Lexington. Poor field position, no. Erratic offense, no. Undisciplined offense, no. So it will be different here. It's going to be a field goal attempt. And it's good after one tick. And the score is now 20-12. That's great field possession for Cheyenne. And let's face it, they can use it right now. Two, 4, 4. Poor field position, no. Inept defense, no. So it's going to be another field goal attempt for them after marking 2. And they just get it. And it's now 20-15. Let's see. I'm trying to think. So 1:15, 2:30, 3:45, 5, 6, 15, 7:30. There's 7:30 left. We're going to continue to play the game as is. That's going to be average field position for Lexington. One, 2, 5. Solid offense, no. Punishing defense, no. And they will have to punt. Giving Cheyenne what looks to be a last chance of sorts, possibly. That's going to be poor field position, I believe. Yep. Poor field position. For Cheyenne. And the dice just have not been going their way today. 5 minutes left. 136. Let's see. Prolific offense, no. Stiff defense, no. And that's going to be another punt. So that's 2 ticks. Let's see. That's poor. This will probably be the last drive of the game. Lost my white die in here. 256. Great field position? No. Oh, hold on. It is game over. As it is past the 5 die. There is less actual time left. So that is going to end game. And the final score is Lexington 20, as they get a 1-0 start of the season. The Cheyenne Locos 15. So that is going to end the first game of our doubleheader. Second game of our doubleheader. The Anchorage Bears and the Savannah Red Wolves. And this will end week 1. Problem is I gotta fix the issue with the dice getting stuck in here. It looks like Anchorage will get the ball first. Let's start the show. 62, that is average field position. Two, 3, 6. Prolific offense, no. In fact, Anchorage has a dull offense, but while having a semi-staunch defense. So, between semi-staunch, semi-stiff, and semi-punishing, they're hoping for a defense wins championships kind of season. But 2, 3, 6, that's where we were. Prolific offense, no. Porous offense, no. So that's going to be a punt with 2 ticks. $51, and I believe that is average. 34 to 61, average. 3-4-6. So great field position? No. Erratic offense or disciplined defense? No. That's going to be a field goal attempt. It's going to take 4 ticks. And that's good. So it's 3-0 Savannah. As they're going to kick off to the Bears. 21. That's average field position. All ones. Offense makes disappointingly quick work of drive, going 3 and out. So that's a punt. Ball back to the Red Wolves. 31, that's poor field position. One, 2, 6. So we're going to be seeing quite a bit of ones, I guess, on the timing die. Reliable offense or meek defense? Well, Savannah is semi-reliable, and the decider die decided yes. So, 1, 2, 6. QB is lucky the pass wasn't intercepted. And that is a punt. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7. But yeah. $52. That is average field position. Three, 4, 6. Great field position, no. Erratic offense or disciplined defense? Neither. So that's going to be a field goal attempt for the Bears. Who are going to nail it. So after 2 checks, we are tied at 3. That is average field position for the Savannah Red Wolves. I wanted to get mostly cities that don't have an NFL team. Well, or at least there's a few that do, but while I live in Buffalo, I didn't want to give Buffalo a team because I didn't want my brain to start showing bias. So 3-3-5. When I play when I start playing the BLA, the Blam season for Highlight Maker Hoops, I will be running a Buffalo season. but we will get there when we get there. 3-3-5. Great field position? No. Drive stalls just short of field goal range. So that's a coffin corner. 2 ticks. And once we figure out where the ball is going for the next possession, that'll be the end of the first quarter. Stupid. 64-65, that is a great field position. At the end of 1, we are tied at 3. And into the second quarter, Anchorage has the ball in great field position. 2-3-4. Dull offense. Yes, they have a dull offense. And they will have to punt. 2 ticks. Punt return double ones. Sadly, they do not. Sadly, neither Savannah nor Anchorage is electric on either type of return. So it's going to be average field position for the Red Wolves. Two, 5, 6. Prolific offense? No. Oh, wait, hold up. 2, 5, 6. Great field position? No. Sorry about that. Home or disciplined offense? Yes. That is another field goal attempt after we take the 4 ticks off the clock. They get it. So the hometown crowd is up in this kicker's duel. 6-3. So that's in a kickoff, I believe that's great field position. Kickoff. Right. Return team electric. Runners in the open. Otherwise, great field position. So. One, 2, 6. That is, let's see, reliable offense or meek defense? Neither. Shaky offense or aggressive defense? Also neither. So that is a punt after 2 ticks. $46. 46 is average field position. There are 4 ticks left in the half. And provided something doesn't happen, like something crazy, they're going to be used now. 336. Staunch defense. Yes. The decider die says yes to the staunch defense. That is a punt. Let's see where it goes first before we notch our forward and the half. That's going to be average field position. So, at the end of the half, it is 6-3 Savannah over Anchorage. Taking a look at next week's matchups. It's going to be Cleveland, the Cleveland Coyotes and the Halifax Ice Dogs. The DC Majors and the Syracuse Outlaws. The Charleston Minutemen and the Jersey City Wise Guys. The Birmingham Flyers and Asheville Jacks. The Savannah Red Wolves and the Lexington Cavalry. Salt Lake Mustangs and Dakota Devils. Reno 21s and the Cheyenne Locos. The Anchorage Bears face the Anaheim Icons. The Roswell Destroyers take on the Phoenix Howlers. And the Tulsa Twisters take on the Mexico City Golden Eagles. That is next week. And I don't know yet which two are going to be the doubleheader of the end of the week. But we will find out. I'm thinking DC Syracuse and Birmingham Nashville. Those are my thoughts right now. But we'll decide as it goes on. So, second half, Red Wolves get the ball. You know, so long as they don't cough it up or something. Second half, on we go, and that's average field position. Five, 5, 6. So, 5, 5, 6. Poor field position? No. Efficient drive capped off by a short pass for the touchdown. So it's a touchdown pass after 4 ticks. So hell of a first drive of the half. For Savannah. And they will get the extra point. And the score is 13-3. So off the get is a nice long drive capped by a touchdown. .26, that's average field position. Three, 4, 5. Dynamic or home offense? No. Soft defense? Yes. That's going to be another field goal attempt after taking 2 ticks. And it's good. $13-6. $25, that's average for Savannah. For the possession, 2-5-6, that's another long drive. 2-5-6, great field position, no. Home or disciplined offense? Yes. Savannah is at home, so they are going to go for the field goal. With 4 ticks, another 4-tick drive. They are not going to get the field goal. And I don't remember if they get average or I believe they get poor. If somebody's wrong, if I'm wrong, somebody's watching this, please let me know. But the ref here is going to say poor. Two, 4, 6. And if you see, I got the decider die stuck in here again. We'll take it out. And so 2, 4, 6. Dull offense? Yes. And that's going to be a punt. Drive ends just short of midfield. 2 ticks. And that's going to end the third quarter once the punt lands. Or once the whistle blows. That's going to be an average field position. So we go into the fourth quarter with the Anchorage Bears down by a touchdown. How are we going to end this? 1, 2, 6. Reliable offense? No, not from the decider. Shaky offense or aggressive defense? No. So 1, 2, 6 is going to be a punt and 1 tick. $35 is just in average field position. $335. So great field position? No. Drive stalls just short of field goal range. So that is going to be a coffin corner with 2 ticks off. 51. Let's see. 45 to 63 is average field position. So we've got a close game here, but one that where the second half seems to be going pretty fast. 2-2-6. Secure offense. Yes, due to the thing. Due to the cider. And my cats don't like each other. Secure offense. Ball carrier is a hard hit, but holds onto the ball. Well, ball carrier takes a hard hit, but holds onto the ball. So punt after 4 ticks. 64, that is great field position for Anchorage. (156). Once again, a dull offense stops them from getting any points. And 1 tick. This is going to be the second. This could end up being the second game where one team didn't score a single touchdown. (61). I believe that's just off great. Yeah, that's average. Five minutes left in regulation. 2-2-4. Aggressive defense, no. Disciplined defense, no. And that's going to be a punt after 2 ticks. That's average field position for Anchorage's last stand, and given that they're inefficient, they better hope that this roll, that the time die is a 1. It is not. So timing reference. Yep, and that is it. That 2 tick becomes a 3 tick. And it's over. A scoreless 4th quarter. And the final score is the Savannah Red Wolves 13, the Anchorage Bears 6. So thank you for spending this time with me while I played some games. And can't wait to see you next time. This has been Lake Effect Table Sports. Thank you, and good night.